Hello and welcome. The oldest recovery program, Alcoholics Anonymous, in its earliest days, discovered and then suggested a series of steps that it found, if practiced as a way of life, would expel the obsession to drink and enable the sufferer to become happily and usefully whole. The overwhelming success of this approach has resulted in untold numbers of people suffering from all kinds of addictions to adapt and modify this simple AA program for their own successful recoveries. This series of meditations, for the most part, are written to be inclusive for many types of addictions. For example, the original Step 1 states, "We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. Depending on your addiction, feel free to substitute your word of choice in place of the word alcohol." Even though the original steps used gender-based words for God, such as Him, capital H, almost none of these meditations use that approach. Instead, where possible, you will hear just the word God or higher power or some other non-gender label. And, of course, you are free to use your own word, concept, or none at all. This gender-neutral approach also applies to personal pronouns for the listener. Finally, these meditations will not teach you how to do the steps. There is plenty of resource available to help with that, whether it be online, a sponsor, literature, discussion meetings, and so on. Instead, most of the meditations here offer meditation-based tools or techniques to use when resistance or a blockage is encountered when doing the step. For example, if you experience fear when starting Step 4, you may use the tools and techniques presented in Step 4 meditation to help reduce that fear. These meditations may make it easier to move through the transformative power of the steps. Thank you for your kind attention, and I wish you many blessings and courage as you proceed one day at a time.